Hey guys, this is Texas Rails and Racing Productions here, and well, it's that time of the year once again where I show off my entire Nascar diecast collection. So yeah, I usually post this video in June or July, but this year we're uploading it in August. But no matter that, I'm gonna be showing off all the diecasts I have as of August 2026, which does include some new ones that I've collected along the way. And yeah, so we got a lot to show here, so let's get this started. So starting off here on the far left, we have race winning cards from the 124s. Yeah, mainly the ones you see here are from Kyle Busch. Yeah, we have a total of about 9 of these so far, but I do have another one coming, and it's actually his final ever truck win, and in general, his final ever NASCAR win from Dover. Yeah, I got that coming soon in both 124 and 164 scale, so can't wait to get that. And then we also have 3 more here, which are Elliott Larson and the newest addition, Christopher Bell, of his Coda win. I actually got that while on my trip to Charlotte. I got that at the Lino retail store at Concord Mills. So yeah, really glad I got that. Then over here we have rectangle magnets, cards, some magnets here of the cars here, and then this Elliott hat magnet. Then we have a 2016 Jan McMurray hood magnet. Then we have a pit sign, the win sticker from Bell's 124, rectangle stickers, plastic hoods, and then some more Kyle Busch stuff here. So yeah. Anyways, let's move on to the rest. Moving on over into the middle here for the next section. I actually want to do this one for all the Kyle Busch diecasts that I've managed to collect over the years, since y'all know he was my favorite driver. So yeah, these are all the ones I've collected here, which are 164s, 124s, 187s, and 164 haulers. So yeah, starting in the back here, we have the 124s. We have his 2019 Pocono win, 2020 Texas win from the fall race, then 2021 Clash win, then the 2021 Kansas win when he won on his birthday, and then the 2021 Pocono win, and then over here we have his Bristol Dirt win from 2022, which is also the final win he had with Joe Gibbs Racing. Then his first win with RCR at Auto Club in 2023. His Talladega win in the spring of 2023. And then his final ever Cup win at Gateway in 2023. And then also I have his truck Pocono win, which is also the final win ever for KBM. So yeah, and then over here we have the 164s. These two right here are actually new additions. The 2008 M&M's car, and I think that was 2009, I believe. But yeah, I have his combos card too. I managed to get these off of eBay for a really good price, because if y'all have seen, unfortunately, people have been trying to scalp off of these Kyle Busch diecasts nowadays, which is stupid to think that they're trying to profit off of someone's death, which is not cool at all. So yeah. Then moving on here, I have his double mint car from 2010, I think. Or that might be 2011 or 2012. I can't really remember. Then moving on here, I'm not going to mention all of them because we'll be here all day, but maybe that could be a separate video for another day, to say the least. But yeah, I will mention a few, like this one here, his 2019 championship. I unfortunately couldn't get the 124 because that was sold out, and now it's impossible to find it for a good price nowadays. Even before Busch passed away, it was impossible to find it. So yeah. Yeah, it just goes all the way down there. That's 2020 stuff there. Yeah, so the white M&M's car is like 2016. This and the Interstate Batteries and Blue Snickers cars are from 2017, and then these right here are from 2018. We got 2019, and then 2020 back there, and then right here we have 2021. So yeah, which why I also have two of the same car right here. One of them is actually the metal chassis with the rubber tires. So yeah, then I accidentally put the 2020 throwback right there. That was meant to go with the 2020 cars. So yeah, and then moving on down here, and then I also have the 5-pack of when Kyle Busch won all 5 of his Xfinity races back in 2021 to get himself to his 100th win in the series. And then we have 2022, his final year with Toyota, including his final truck win with KBM at Toyota before they switched to Chevy for only one season. And then down here we have 2023, which produced the most of him in the 8 because he had so much variety in the 8 car, to say the least, before then 2024 when, well, there was he mainly ran on the zone car for a good portion of the year because that's when it became his primary scheme. So yeah, but we still got a handful of others, but some of these though don't have the window bars, which I don't understand why. But yeah, I mean we do also have I do also have his Atlanta 3-wide finish car. I do have Blaney and Suarez, but they're not but they're in their own section. So yeah, and then continuing on down here, I also accidentally put this one down there when it was supposed to go with the 2024s. Then we have his 2 Spire wins from 2024. Then we have 2025 here. And then also his one and only truck win in 2025. And then down there we have his this is actually his 2026 Lucas Oil car. I recently got that last week, so yeah, really glad to have gotten that. So yeah, I still have a few more coming in though. So yeah. Then also here we have his haulers here. This is the 200th win hauler. I wish I could get like the 164 of that, but that one's hard to find too. And then back there we have the 187s and his Cheddar's 164 hauler. So yeah, definitely have a good collection, but at least hoping to at least add a few more in the coming years, at least depending on what I am able to find. Moving on over here to the far right, I have some old school NASCAR diecast I also want to show here. I managed to get these while on my Charlotte trip. I actually stopped by a diecast store called Booth 34 Diecast. If none of y'all heard before, they actually now have a diecast store now, so I managed to stop by there and pick up some new diecasts I've never collected before, including these old school diecast of Darrell Waltrip, Jeff Gordon, Ernie Irvan, and Dale Earnhardt, and which I'm keeping these in the package so that way they can keep their value with how old these diecasts are. And then down here, I also have Justin Allgaier's Daytona 500 car from last year. I tried getting the base off of this, but I haven't been successful yet, so for now, I'll just stay on the base until I can get it off, to say the least. So yeah, 124s here are also the same thing, with also the new addition of Chris Arbell's Coda win. And over here we have the haulers, which are the same thing, no new additions. And then we have some diecasts from 2012 to 2016, which some I also collected while at Booth 34 Diecast, which those are McMurray, his McDonald's car from 2016. Sorry, it's a bit blurry there. Yeah, my guy's McDonald's car from 2016, along with Jeffrey Earnhardt, Regan Smith, Carl Edwards, Ryan Newman, Danica Patrick, Matt Kenseth, and Dale Earnhardt Jr. And the other McMurray, along with Jeff Gordon, Tony Stewart, and Kurt Busch, I already showed those before. in last year's video. So yeah. And these two right here on Clint Boyer and Ty Dillon, I got these last year on a Black Friday sale for Circle B diecast. So yeah, I got those. And over here we have some old school cars, two promos, like for the Dale Jr. download and my first NASCAR race in person. The Hendrick 40th anniversary cars from the Authentics, ARCA, iRacing, and this Checkers or Wreckers car for Dale Jr., and my metallic finish of Ryan Newman that I got in the NASCAR Authentics. And also here we have the rest of the 187s. So yeah. And also we have O'Reilly. Back then it was Xfinity. And over here we have Truck, which, yeah, not a whole lot for either, especially for trucks, but I'm hoping to at least add more to it in the coming months, I hope. I mainly collect the Cup cars, but I would want to at least collect more Truck and O'Reilly cars, to say the least, but we'll just see how it goes. And now moving on to the Gen 6 here. Yeah, for this next part, we're going to do the Gen 6 cars from 2017 to 2021. And I kind of made a little error here by accidentally putting this Casey Kane car in the 2017 area when it's actually from 2016. But I actually did get this one while at booth 34 diecast, along with this Joey Gase 23 car. So really glad to have picked up these two, to say the least. And yeah, the rest of the 2017 cars is about the same. And then over here we got 2018. Yeah, just no real change here, to say the least. I mean, these were some of the first diecasts I ever got, to say the least. I mean, like, some of these also from 2017 I got at first, like Truex and Elliott here, and also Jimmy Johnson too, and as well as Dale Jr. But yeah, like, this is when I really started collecting more diecast, to say the least. I mean, it was just mainly in the Authentics, to say the least, because at the time I didn't know you can buy them online, to say the least. So yeah. Then here we have 2019, which is when I really started collecting more. So yeah, got some really good ones here. I mean, some of them are from the Authentics, some of them are from the Gold Series. I mean, to say the least, this is right before they started putting the windshield banner on the cars. So yeah, I mean, that definitely made a difference, to say the least. I mean, this was, of course, after Monster Energy left as the title sponsor for the Cup Series. So yeah. Then moving on over here to 2020, really got more this time than compared to 2019. So yeah, I'm not going to go through all of them because then we'll be here all day again, just like with the Cowboys ones. So yeah. But yeah, I mean, these are just the ones I have here. Some of these are hard to find, to say the least. Like, for example, the Kobe Bryant cars, the Jimmy Johnson throwback. I mean, that one is definitely a hot seller. Trying to look through here more. Oh yeah, definitely this Daniel Suarez Gaunt Brothers car, especially since Gaunt Brothers has basically disappeared from the Cup Series, to say the least. Haven't been seen since 2021. So yeah. And then we also got Jimmy Johnson's Final Ride. And this Ty Dillon 13. I mean, basically I believe this is like the last, and this was the last time he was in the Authentics in the 13. I mean, I know he had another one produced in 2020, but I didn't get that one. I mean, after all, since Germain Racing has shut down too. So yeah. And then here's 2021, which, I mean, to say the least, this is definitely the most out of the group for any diecast I collected in a single year. Like, it just goes on for several rows here, to say the least. So yeah, which we definitely have a lot here, to say the least, from that year. So yeah. And not to mention also, we even have like two Rick Ware cars. Back there is J.J. Yaley and Garrett Smithley up here. So yeah, we also have B.J. McLeod here. That was actually the car he ran in the 2021 Coke 0400, and I actually remember he actually got a top 10 in that race at the final big wreck on the last lap. And then we also have Ryan Preece here. The only Gen 6 37 I managed to get. I think there was one other for Chris Buescher from what I remembered. I don't know how many were produced though in the Gen 6. But of course, this is right before JTD Doherty and now Hayek Motorsports. This is actually right before they downsized to only one car, which they still are to this day. So yeah. And yeah, just basically, yeah, like this is definitely the most out of all the years here, to say the least. And now finally, we're gonna do the Gen 7s from 2022 to 2026. So yeah, starting here with 2022. There's definitely a good handful here, to say the least, that I managed to collect. Some of them are kind of rare, like this Noah Gregson one here. Like, this was like the first time Beard Motorsports managed to get like a 164, I think. Like, I can't recall any other time they managed to get a 164 car, to say the least. So yeah. And then also here we have Kaz Grala here with the Money Team. Yeah, like I'm really glad I managed to get that one, to say the least. So yeah, and then moving on down here, I also have this Ryan Preece one from the 2022 Coke 600. I only managed to get this one in the metal chassis because that was all I could find there. I'm definitely sure they produced the regular version with the plastic chassis, but I couldn't find that. So yeah, I actually managed to get that and this Logano Verizon 5G on a Black Friday sale for Circle B diecast, which is actually the same sale I got the Clint Boyer and Ty Dillon cars. So yeah, and just pretty decent collection here for 2022, and then over here to 2023. Yeah, pretty good lineup here, to say the least, with some really good ones, including this Kevin Harvick one when he brought back the 29. So yeah, and then we also have the Grimace and Hamburglar cars that ran in Homestead 2023. So yeah, really glad I got those. And moving on down here, oh yeah, we definitely have the Talladega Nights cars here. So yeah, I mean, really glad to have gotten these, to say the least. Like, that was really cool that it actually happened. So yeah, then the rest here, I also really like this Justin Haley Tide card. This one's a really cool scheme. It was definitely one of my favorites from 2023. So yeah, and then moving over here, we have 2024. Yeah, like, I mean, not a whole lot here, to say the least. I mean, this was just kind of when the prices started getting a little higher, to say the least, with the Authentics. It really definitely started to show that in 2025, but yeah, like, I didn't really collect a whole lot from 2024, to say the least. So yeah, and then also here are the Blaney and Suarez cars from the Photo Finish 3-pack. So yeah. And yeah, and also these two were newer additions I got back in December 2025. So yeah. And then we also have Truex's final race car here. So yeah. Oh yeah, this Allmendinger one is a really good one. Definitely one of my favorites. Yeah, just not a whole lot from 2024. And then over here to 2025, a little more, but not really by a whole lot, to say the least, but still a good amount, to say the least. So yeah, definitely a lot of newer additions here, to say the least, that I haven't showed, like this Riley Herbst 35 Sunny D, Connor Zillage when he made his debut, Cody Ware, the Arby's car, Larson's throwback, Oh yeah, here's the Chili's car for Carson Hocevar, and also Ty Dillon here. Yeah, definitely got a lot of good ones here, including these two. Truex is 56 from the Daytona 500, and Elio Castroneves. And then down here we have Chris Buescher, that Cinnamon Toast Crunch car. And then this LaJoy one I also got while on my Charlotte trip. And this Timmy Hill one I also got right after I came back from the trip. So yeah, and these also were from, well, Hamlin and Buescher were also from the trip. This one, the McDowell one, I recently got along with the Zillich 2026 Red Bull car. And this one, Byron's 2025 throwback, I actually picked that up yesterday. So yeah. And then finally we have 2026, which we only have 7 right here. Well, I mean 8, because also I have Kyle Busch's Lucas Oil 2026 car. But I do have Bubba Wallace's Hardy's car coming in soon, but that won't be here until later this week. So yeah, that's basically all I have for 2026. So yeah, that's basically the entire collection, to say the least. Yeah, hope you all at least enjoyed it, and I guess we'll just see what it looks like for 2027 whenever I'll be able to upload that next year, whether that be like how I usually upload it in June or July, or in August again, or later in the year. But we'll just see how things go, I guess. But yeah, hope you all at least enjoyed it. So anyways, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all later.